Hey guys, Johnny Gadget here. Welcome to my channel. What is the best way to do remote play on your PlayStation? Telescopic controller or gaming clip? Let's find out. So our first contender here is the Backbone PlayStation Edition for iOS. It's one of those telescopic controllers that I have reviewed in the past. We're gonna do a quick unboxing just to see what the system is all about. Comes with a pretty fancy box inside the box. And inside we have the device itself right away. There's this little pink pamphlet here, promotional materials and stuff. Got some instructions on the back. Let's get this out of the way so we can take a look and admire the design. I gotta say it's a pretty slick device though. I actually like how small and compact it is. You can tell that it's pretty comfortable and easy to carry. It's actually a lot smaller than what I thought. It's pretty comfortable when you expand it. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break or anything like that. And you can also see that here at the bottom we have our USB Type-C input, so you can charge your phone, and a 3.5 jack for your old school headphones. You also have your USB Type-C straight connection here, so there shouldn't be any lagging while you're playing your games. The bass feels pretty smooth, so there's no risk of harming your phone. One of the first things you should do is download the Backbone app. It's a very convenient app once you hook up your phone to this device, especially for iOS systems. It's actually going to give you the line of games that are compatible from the App Store. And it's also going to give you a direct line of games that are from Game Pass. Pretty much the entire line is compatible as long as you have the app downloaded, which I think it's pretty kind of cool, considering that this is the PlayStation edition of this controller, and they're still willing to, allow Microsoft to pretty much share the capabilities and be able to game without deciding for which system that you actually want to play. Let's go jump directly into the PS5. And one of the things that I gotta say is the user interface feels pretty solid. It's as if I was actually playing on my PS5. The selection of the icons and the apps that I want to choose. One of the games here that I want to try is Ghost of Tsushima. Feels pretty smooth, and one of the things that I would recommend when doing any type of remote playing, whether it's Game Pass, whether it's remote play from PlayStation, is to make sure that you do have a solid internet connection. Otherwise, the experience is not going to be as seamless. You might run into a lot of frame rate issues and things like that. Let's give it a shot to a different game. Let's go with Tekken 7. I didn't run into a lot of issues here. However, with the D-pad, because it's all one solid unit, single cross, I did run into some issues when performing some of the special moves. They didn't come out as simple or easy as with the actual controller. Now the other contender here, it's the gaming clip. I specifically got this one from Amazon. It's called the Oivo. Never purchased this brand before, but I read some good reviews about it. Let's see what we get here. We get here some type of a kickstand deal, along with, I guess it's a power cord cable of some sort. We'll figure this out later. Let's take a look at this kickstand here. Seems like a pretty solid way. I'm guessing is to allow you to do table mode gaming, I guess, if you wish to do so. And here's the big tamale. So it's one of those single units that you actually have to attach it from the bottom probably, and then just adjust the alignment. I have here my DualSense Camo Edition. I purchased it for on Black Friday for about $45. I really like the design of it. Let's do the actual fitting test. Like I mentioned earlier, it's probably gonna be hooked up from the bottom, I guess, and we're gonna allow it push the front forward, snap it in place. And now we just have to make sure that we are gonna set up the right angle here. We're gonna make sure that it's to your preferable gaming need. Make sure that you tighten up the base, then the holder itself. Some people actually like it right on their faces. I personally like it a little bit high because I like to be able to see all of my buttons to be able to game, as I actually like. Let's put the phone in place. Again, it's a matter of just pushing it up, pushing it down, and it should stay secure in place. One side, we like to make sure that it's pretty much set up in the right position and the best viewing angle possible for our gaming needs. Let's give it a shot to one of my favorite games, though, New Horizon Dawn. Uh, I have no complaints on this one. It does plays really, really smooth. One thing that I do have to say though, when you're playing with this type of controller, it's the actual dual sense. So playing the games, it's pretty much in the same manner as if you were playing it on your actual PS5. So I think if you're willing to try something new, the backbone is a different option. But this definitely resembles more the actual gaming experience as if you were playing on your PS5. Let's give it a shot to a fighting game. Let's go with Marvel versus Capcom. And I do have to say though, it felt a lot better pulling off the special moves. Like I said, I like to play with the D-pad rather than with the analog stick to pull off the special moves. And I have to say that it's a lot easier here. I like the split D-pad, meaning that up is up and it's its own separate button. I think it's easier, at least for me personally. It's easier to pull off my Hadoukens, my Shoryukens, and I have an easier time pulling those off when I'm playing with these games. Let's give it a shot to a different game. Why don't we actually try table mode? And this here is Arkham Knights. Not one of the best games to actually try due to the horrible reviews, though. I don't think it's as good as the regular Arkham Knights games, but that's a whole other conversation. But gaming this way, I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I can see how some folks might actually like it. It's not my preferred gaming style. I don't know. I think I like to have better access to the device itself when it's closer to my face, and I feel like I have actually better control of things when I kind of have a bit better grasp of the device itself. But the experience is not bad. I think maybe if the phone was larger or perhaps gaming on an iPad will definitely give you a much better edge or a much better gaming experience. So just to recap here, we have the backbone, which is telescopic, decent controller. I don't think it's bad at all. One deciding factor could be the fact that it's actually it costs 99 US dollars in the market as opposed to having to pay roughly about around $15 for the little gaming clip here. I did purchase the extra DualSense controller, but that's something that if you have a PS5, you clearly have already a PS5 controller in your home. So it's something that it's gonna be, if you're considering the expenses, definitely the gaming clip is gonna give you a much better edge when it comes to decision making. Overall, me personally, believe it or not, I actually do like the mobile clip better. I guess the fact that you actually have it's a dual sense already, so if you're already accustomed to that controller, you can definitely have the same experience as if you were playing on the PS5. But the backbone is not bad. I did enjoy the user interface, like I mentioned earlier. I really enjoy also the app that actually gives you the line of games that you can play from the App Store. The fact that it actually gives you the entire game for Xbox games from Game Pass, plus the actual remote play, which is the main purpose of the controller itself. It's pretty sleek. You can actually toss it in your pocket if you have a jacket or something like that. Just toss it in a backpack. This can be a little cumbersome to carry from a mobile standpoint. But let me know what you guys think. Always, well, like I always say, open to honest feedback. Please give it a like and subscribe. And remember, Johnny Gadget here. I review the gadgets first, so you can choose to buy them later. Thank you.